there.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the light.
Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Kip. Hi.
Oh, I'm so excited. And episode 4 of KipCo TV. I'm so excited to be here.
I can't believe we made it to 4. This is awesome.
And government hasn't kicked us off yet.
We're not too offensive. We're trying to be
I'll
funny.
drink to that.
I'll drink to that too. Y'all, just wait till you hear what kind of wine I'm drinking. Woo.
I know.
We even have a spelling for it at the end.
Oh, are we going to have a spelling class today, y'all?
We are, but in the meantime, for all y'all watching, we are going to have a little bit of a contest. We want to see if you can guess how many times we take drinks during the show. That includes myself and our 2 guests. So if you want to put a number down at the end of the show, we have a tally and we'll see who wins. And you'll win a bottle of wine. Woo!
You know who the real winner is?
Us.
Us.
I'll drink that too.
So, Sushi, everyone asks me, who's Hoda and who's Kathy Lee in this?
I mean, I think you're Kathy Lee. Clearly, you're Kathy
Clearly.
Lee. I think, obviously. Yeah. Obviously. All right. So, Kip, let's get started. Tell everybody.
Show off. So, KipCo and CS Gulf Coast, we're in our almost 10th year, our 10th anniversary, and our logo, wait, that way, is up in the corner. October, I know, it's backwards, right? October 10th, October 1st, 2020 will be our 10th anniversary. And we are so excited. We'll have to do some virtual parties, so stay tuned. But I do want to remind everybody what we do. KipCo and CS Gulf Coast, we're a manufacturer's rep of lots of collections, endless amount of collections, from construction specialties, Okite, Italian quartz, surfacing, and many Division 9 products like the Texas Terrazzo Contractors Association, Mondo Rubber, Florazzo, Lawn Seal, the whole family of Expanco products, Parterre, and Florazzo Terrazzo tiles. So we're very excited to represent our great manufacturers, including our featured guest today, Northwest Rubber, and we'll be bringing on a couple guests and showing some profile pictures soon. But check out below is our website. I've posted it down there. And Sushi, tell me what's going on in Mindful Connections, our weekly newsletter.
So we send out a weekly newsletter. It's just to stay connected to everyone. I try to include our current events. We have yoga every Tuesday, and we have just realized that people jump off around 12:45 to get to their 1 o'clock appointments. So we're now reducing the time to a 45-minute session. So come get your burn on, your stress-free breathing, or just coming to laugh at Kip and I for 45 minutes every Tuesday at noon. And we hope you'll join us. Join our weekly newsletter, and I'll sign you up for the newsletter. I also do some puzzles and some articles that I hope you find useful. This week, we've asked for a silver lining. So we'd really like you to send in pictures or just statements of what your silver linings are during quarantine. So that brings us to silver linings.
Oh my gosh, Silver Linings, my favorite new segment. I love it. And I want to shout out, Susan Gold has joined us in the chat line. We do want to remind everybody to like us on Facebook. If you like the KipCo Facebook, you can chat with us live, ask any questions to our featured guest at Northwest Rubber. But check us out both on Twitter, Facebook, and our new channel on KipCo TV on YouTube. So subscribe there, and you will always be able to see us live and in person. Fantastic. So silver linings.
All right. So I'm going to start this off. The silver lining started I guess about a week into quarantine, my girlfriends and I are extremely social, and so it's really difficult for us to not see each other all the time. So we kind of came up with this thing. It became organically, and now these are just a few snapshots of what we do every week. We try to do every week anyway. We do wine and mask nights. So we get on Facebook Messenger and we use a ton of filters and we drink wine and we put on face masks and we just talk about the week and sort of de-stress. It's been a really fun, quirky, funny way to just keep in touch. As a matter of fact, for Mother's Day, we even had a Secret Santa mask exchange, essentially. So we picked a mask and sent it to our Secret Santa person. So it's been a lot of fun. I would encourage you guys to do these silly things with your friends just to sort of keep in touch. And you can see all of our filters that we use. So we're kind of silly.
I love it. I love it. I want to wear a mask for an entire episode, Sushi.
I would. You have no idea how much face stuff I have now. So
yeah, exfoliants, masks.
Yeah, all the gadgets that you can get. I mean, my skin is like doing better than it ever has since I'm stuck at home and I'm doing face masks. So
well, it's if anything, I need a lot of help. And with that, I can broadcast and moisturize at the same time.
Exactly. We totally should. We're going to have a spa night event here at KipCo TV.
We should do a midnight showing. That would be fun.
Ooh, that would be fun. Okay, so now this brings us to I'm saving a lot of money at the spa because I'm not going and it's at home. What is your silver lining, Kip?
Well, mine's not as exciting as your silver lining because mine's all about saving money, which is so not like me. But the silver linings for myself is some of the things, no dry cleaning. Since quarantine started, flip-flops, shorts, t-shirts, no dry cleaning. So I've saved tons of money on the dry cleaners. I did drop by last week to pick up my jacket because it was there since we're trying to up our professional game on KipCo TV, and they didn't know who I was. I was kind of floored. But also gasoline and fuel. I don't think I filled my tank
It's true.
for a month. March, April, May, June, using a little bit more now. Car washes. Didn't have to worry about my car, sat in the garage the whole time. And my biggest and favorite, American Express called me one day to make sure I hadn't lost my credit card.
They're like, where are you? Why aren't you spending money?
Why are you using your credit card? So not going out to dinner with Tab, not going to happy hour, not doing all those fun things that we were so used to doing. And so American Express was worried about me. I had to check my heartbeat, make sure it was still there.
I mean, okay, and to go back to your dry cleaning, I mean, at this point, do you even need pants?
No. Well, you really want to know what I'm wearing now? Do you really want to know what I have on underneath?
Like, no, I think in the article this past week, they interviewed a bunch of people from Texas or a bunch of people from Houston, I think, that were just, showed what they would wear in a Zoom meeting, and they all either had yoga pants or gym shorts on with like a jacket. I couldn't do that today because I'm in a co-working spot, but I totally would have. And I usually am.
Well, and Susan Gold added another silver lining: less traffic.
Oh my God, so true. When I do leave the house, it is like amazingly clear on the roads.
Amazingly clear. Thank you for that.
I would cheers to that. No traffic.
Cheers. Yes. Toast. One more time, Sushi.
Oh. Did that work?
Didn't matter. Still tasted good. So let's see what else is going on. Do we have a commercial? Is that what's
next? We have a commercial. All right, we'll be back right after this commercial. It's about a minute and a half. We'll see you back.
See you back in a sec, guys.
I don't know why it's not playing.
Low budget. High performance.
What's happening? Please hold.
Hashtag low budget, high performance.
It's not playing.
I like listening to you click, though.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not working.
Well, for all of our LSU fans that were joining us today, there was a little video clip of some of the weight rooms at LSU. And while we work on our technical difficulties.
Yes, let's play this.
Let's play a game. Let's play a drinking game or something. I don't know.
Okay. Let me get over here. Let me stop sharing. I will find that. I'll see what's going on over there.
Well, that is fine. That is fine. Let's bring on one of our guests. I'm going to bring on Sean with Northwest Rubber. Sean, welcome to KipCo TV.
Kip Sushi, thanks for having me. How you guys doing?
Good. Hi, Sean.
Where are you joining us from today?
From my home here in Westchester, New York. We're just a little bit above the city. So people that live in the city, they would consider us upstate, but everybody else north and west of us considers us downstate. So we're just like a little more than a 9 iron away from the city here.
Is this the international sign language for the upstate of New York?
Yeah. Well, this is the city and this is Westchester. That's how that is.
I got you.
9 iron, Sean?
A strong 9 iron, not my 9 iron. I need a couple 9 irons, but a strong 9 iron.
I like the golf window. I get it.
Totally get it. So, what's the weather?
It's actually been cool this whole week. We're like 60s, 70s. We've lucked out, but it's August in New York. It can be pretty sweltering. Not like you guys down there, but July, August, into September, we can get some pretty hot ones for New York at least.
Gotcha. While Sushi figures out our technical difficulty from
I think I figured it out.
She's in the video truck. Oh, are you ready to go to our commercial?
Well, we sure will try.
All right, let's do it. All right, Sean, hang tight. Let's see a commercial from Northwest Rubber. Maybe. I love it. Dead air always sells product.
I'm not a technical guy by any means.
I've never had this much trouble. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all.
Northwest Rubber began producing mats for ice rinks, gyms. It didn't take long before Northwest Rubber began selling into new and exciting markets around the world.
Having grown up in rinks and worked in rinks for a long time, I think so far it's probably been the best rubber I've had in a rink. All of it's top notch.
We typically have about 40,000 student card swipes per month that come in this facility. So a lot of foot traffic. It's extremely durable. Weights dropped all the time. This is exactly what we need.
So we have roughly 47,000 square feet of the Pro XL floor. Upwards of 4,000 people come through our doors a day. And so that puts a lot of wear and tear on the facility and in the flooring system itself. What the product has done for us, the Pro XL flooring system has just been a joy for us.
I think it's performing great. It's everything's doing exactly what we thought it would do. And it's taken a beating, but it's holding strong and looking good still.
I love that. Oh my goodness, go LSU.
I know, sorry, Kip, that's a little bit on the other side there, but it is. Until we get some stuff in Alabama, we got to promote what we have.
I know, we need to get some business in Alabama. That would be much more helpful, right? So I have posted Northwest Rubber's website below where you can see more pictures and watch the video again. The best part about that video that I love is the Southern accent of the guy.
I love that too.
I feel like home in Alabama. I love it. So we do have a lot of LSU people joining us online. Welcome, everybody. Susan Gall said she was going to step away and grab a cocktail and try to catch up with us. So I appreciate that as much as anything. But let's jump into it, Sean. What else do we know? Tell us a little bit about the history of Northwest Rubber.
So Northwest Rubber, the company's about 53 years old at this point. We started off making, as the video said, making agricultural mats, and that's still a large part of our business. 4x6, 3/4 inch. I'm sure down south and out west, everybody knows what a stall mat is. That's a large, more than half of the company's business. Because of that, we are the largest manufacturer of recycled rubber flooring in North America. And we have 3 plants in North America. One in our original location is Abbotsford, British Columbia, outside of Vancouver. The second one's in Brantford, Ontario. So 2 things came from Brantford, 1 Northwest Rubber and 2 Wayne Gretzky. And the third, our newest plant opened in February this year, and that's in Houston, Texas.
Woo! Yay, I love that. I love Houston, Texas.
That was our I live in New York. I might talk over you, talk louder than you, use my hands, might knock my wine over. Sorry, that's how it's going to be. So that's
Wait,
our
Ron,
agricultural.
you know what that's called, right?
What's that?
That's called alcohol abuse when you knock your wine over.
So that's our agriculture side of the business. Because of that, during COVID, which I'm sure we'll bring back into this conversation a few times, we were deemed essential business, so we never shut down. We've had a great couple months on the agricultural and on commercial sport flooring side of the business. About 20 years ago, the company transitioned and said, hey, we can make these vulcanized rubber mats for stall mats. Why can't we do this for the sporting industry? Which we then transitioned into the sport floor, which we're talking about here today. All of our rubber products are vulcanized rubber. So vulcanized, what's that mean? It means it's a non-porous product, and with that, it's more durable. The durability on it is a lot higher than you'll get with the other recycled products in the rubber flooring market. In this COVID world, you love that non-porous aspect to it because dirt, bacteria, and other things can't get into the rubber and breed and seep in there.
And easier to clean.
100%.
Provides great acoustics and super durable underfoot. So love it, love it, love it. So let's take a look at some projects. Let's bring up a screen and talk about them.
Let's give this a go.
Here we go, Miss.
Cross your fingers. Production team.
Yeah, Sushi's airing from our Colorado studio. So
yes, the salt.
Yeah.
So these first three projects that we're going to be talking about and showing you here are in Texas. They're in Mansfield, Texas. There was a group of 3 schools that we did for the Mansfield School District. This first one was the Summit School, and you can see there's 30 custom logos and inlaid platforms for this facility. It's our 6mm black reaction in the field with custom blue and the custom yellow for their logo. So, and we actually cut these logos ourselves. We use an ultrasonic cutter. So most flooring companies, they use a water jet. Water jet's not the best rubber because when you put the water through the rubber, you actually lose a piece of that rubber. So when you go to bring the pieces back together, there's a seam. With our ultrasonic cutter, it's actually a blade that cuts the rubber. So when we cut it, there's no rubber loss. So when you bring it back together, it's very tight seam together. So you can see in this Jaguar head that those little speckles, the Jaguar speckles, they're each a different piece of rubber and they're fit back into that.
Wow.
The factory didn't love when this came through. We did it. We got the project specified and done, and then they were putting together in the factory because when we ship our logos out, they're shipped ready to go. So our factory actually puts them in place before they're shipped. Shanna called me, who you'll see in a bit here, and she said, I don't know if this one's going to work. There's about 500 little dots that we got to put into this Jaguar head, and we got to figure this out. So luckily, our factory came to play, and Shanna helped out as well, and it actually came out pretty spectacular with the whiskers and everything else there. So that's a custom logo, custom color throughout there.
That's so cool. And tell us about how close you can match your colors.
So we guarantee plus or minus 1 Pantone. So we go off of Pantones as most companies do. You give us the Pantone, whatever it may be, R15 or R12. We'll take that, we'll send it to our factory, and we'll bring it back. We'll actually give you a hard copy of the sample so they can sign off on it. And if you're in the industry, you know, plus or minus 1 Pantone number to the naked eye it's hardly seen. So
invincible. Yes, yes. Well, I think y'all should get like the award for best puzzle putter together.
No doubt. I mean, did you make
the detail? Look at the whiskers. Oh my gosh! Go Jaguars.
Okay, so also, Sean, what kind of file do you need in order to get something so intricate?
So we prefer a JPEG file. That's the best way to go, where we're not going to really have any issues. We have done it off of other things, but if I'm going to ask you the best path of least resistance going forward, a simple JPEG. And most schools or whoever you're dealing with usually has these kind of things at their disposal.
Cool.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Right.
That's Mansfield. Wow, that's just incredible. Go Mansfield. Go Jaguar.
Should we keep going?
Let's roll.
All right.
So again, this is the second school, the Mansfield ISD that we did. This is actually Mansfield High School. Same kind of configuration, black for the field, 30 inlaid platforms with their custom color and the custom logo. Again, and I'll just touch on the inlaid platforms. About 10 years ago, the industry did these raised platforms that you would see kind of everywhere, where people would bring in beautiful flooring and put these raised platforms on it for really no apparent reason. So then we found out that we can get the same durability and create the same resistance with an inlaid platform that you can with a raised platform. So instead of bringing in new flooring and then spending $5,000-$6,000 to put 10 raised platforms on it, we can get that same performance out of an inlaid platform. The cleaning's easier, the safety's easier. You don't have to worry about somebody tired after working out, stepping off of the platform, twisting an ankle, you losing your tight end for the next game. So it's a lot cleaner and safer, easier look.
Love that.
The first thing I thought about was tripping. I would definitely trip over platforms, but I'm not in football. So
I need to get this in my gym where I work out because I do trip over platforms, including.
Oh, you have platforms? Okay, yeah. So we're going to keep going. This next one is super cool. Let's see.
And then this is the third Mansfield School District. This is Legacy High School. And they actually did, they were the horsemen or the horses. So we did, it's an LS, and then they had the horse head coming out of it with their custom red. And again, the black field with this is all 6mm reaction product for the top layer there.
And I just want to say that this is like the epitome of like go Texas high school football.
Love their football. Love your football down there. Everything's bigger and better in Texas. We don't have that kind of stuff up here in the Northeast for high school weight rooms, that's for sure.
You have ice rinks and hockey.
Right, true.
More north, not here. We don't really more north, yeah.
More north. Well, while we're at that, I do want everybody to go on Northwest Rubber's Facebook page and click like. Also, you can check out KipCo TV on YouTube, and we hope you'll subscribe to our channel and like us on Facebook while you're there.
All right, shall we keep going?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So this was just installed about 2 weeks ago. Sorry, Kip, again. This is Tulane University, the Green Wave. I know it's a really fierce and scary mascot, but it is what it is. They're the Tulane Green Wave. So they did, as you can see in the right-hand picture there, they did do their logo, the mean looking green wave with this megaphone there. But you might ask, well, why they do the blue Tulane? Well, if you look in the right side of the picture there, they actually have that North Carolina blue for their walls. So they wanted to bring the floor in with the rest of the facility, so that's why we did the custom blue. We actually matched that blue with the paint from the walls they had throughout the facility there. So.
And that's their school colors. I do know that. And I will say the mascot looks like a little bit like Gumby from Saturday Night Live.
Gumby after about 8 months of COVID.
I actually thought it was a scary octopus. I had to ask. I wasn't aware.
Tulane Green Wave.
He's kind of creepy. I would run from him. I'm scared.
I would run from him. We do have a question from Facebook, Sean. Is the material a glue down tile roll? Tell us a little bit about the installation.
So the product, the two products we've been looking at here, the Pro Excel and the Reaction, they are virgin rubber dual layer products. I would always suggest to glue it down. In an instance where you can't glue it down, if you're moving out of the facility in a couple of years or whatever it may be, if we go with the 10mm product, which are our thickest product on the virgin rubber materials, we can interlock that material. Otherwise, I will glue it down. The best way, though, is all of our products, the best way is going to be to glue it down. The best application would be to glue it down, sorry. And the product does come in 1 meter by 1 meter tiles, or 4 foot by 30 foot, or 4 foot by 50 foot rolls, depending on the thickness.
Wow. Fantastic. I do love that. And so if anybody else has any questions and you're watching us on Facebook, on the KipCo Facebook page, put in the comments any questions you might have. Thank you, Susan, for those questions. I appreciate that. Let's look at the next one.
Okay, so the next one, I think, is going out to our LSU peeps.
Hey, go LSU. We have Colette in the house.
We have a short video of their baseball facility, and then we'll talk about some still photos of their baseball facility as well as their rec center. So here we go. Best of luck again. Fingers crossed. We can do this. Okay. Ready?
We can do this.
3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Oh, I got a little tidbit from that video. Did anybody notice whose locker they featured?
Alex Bregman.
An Astro from Houston. Go Pros. I love it. I love it. I love Alex Bregman. He's our hero, and I appreciate that. And only because I get a little bit of hives around purple and gold, I brought my crimson Northwest Rubber sample to kind of block out so I don't have to see the purple and gold for my LSU peeps. So there you go. I had to do that.
Here's some stills from that baseball facility, right, Sean?
Correct. And again, we went with they went with the inlaid platforms. There's 12 inlaid platforms with their custom gold and purple and gold throughout, and their custom logos. You can actually see how when they installed this material, it was in rolled goods, but it was intricate how they installed, because if you see throughout the facility, there's lines running one way and lines running the other way. You can see this gold line that runs through the facility. It actually goes through the floor, up the wall, around the ceiling, and back through the other side. So the designer really put a lot of effort into it, and we were able to kind of create what they had envisioned. This was done last year before the season last year. This isn't, if you go to LSU's campus, you see the Alex Box facility, the Alex Box baseball facility. This is inside that facility. It's the Mariucci Fitness Center there.
It's beautiful. I love it. I can even start liking purple and gold just a little bit.
Okay, if you like this purple and gold, let's talk about one that you've done before this, which is one of the things that I was introduced to Northwest Rubber for, which is their rec center. I think it's so cool.
So this is LSU's rec center. This is the first project we actually did with LSU. It's 50,000 square feet at their campus rec center. I love the flooring. I love the rec center, but honestly, the coolest part of the rec center is outside of it, they have a lazy river in the form of LSU. So it was tough. I don't know if you go to LSU, I don't know how you ever go to class if you have a lazy river there to hang out at. It's tough. But this was a custom logo. Shannon, who you'll see later, where I talk about. When I first came on, I thought this was a tiger stripe. I was incorrect. It's actually a tiger claw that ripped through the flooring. And this is part of they have at the facility. They use this for their track that goes around and down and up the facility. And this actually cuts through the track. And this is actually our standard gray Pro XL that we have with their custom yellow for the tiger kind of claw through.
Okay, LSU fans on here, if you disagree with the description of the tiger stripes, I want to hear from you, because I do think Shanna may have been wrong here. So Shauna may have been wrong here.
Okay, so I do want to say that the gray is just a beautiful standard color, first of all. And then I have a question to all those LSU peeps. That lazy river, does that serve as sort of a highway between buildings? Because if it was,
I might go to LSU.
I'm going to LSU.
However, I do think they don't go to class at LSU, but that's another whole story.
Yeah.
Hey, Colette.
All right. So I think what we want to do now is, unless we have any questions, is bring Shauna on, because if you've ever had any dealings with Northwest Rubber, you will have spoken to Shauna. Ready? Oh, there we go.
Hey, guys.
Where are you joining us from, Shauna?
I am in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, just outside of Vancouver, the city here. I'm out in the suburbs, so it's not the nicest day, but it's beautiful.
Okay, so what's the temperature today?
I think we are low 70s today.
Oh, come on. I'm in Colorado. I escaped Houston for Colorado, and we're still at like 90. So.
Well, 2 days ago, we were 102. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What? No way. So we are having some comments. Hey, Juliana Young, welcome to KipCo TV. Colette, Dejan, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate everybody. Make sure that you're having a drink when we drink. That is how we get happy hour cranked up in this house. And always remember, we're low budget, low production, high performance. So I'll drink for that.
I'll drink to that.
So will I.
Good job, guys. Good job. So what's up?
Shanna, can you tell us what you do for Northwest Rubber?
So So my official title is customer service representative, but I am the inside sales customer service for the entire US. So if you're anywhere in the US and you've called in, you've got me for the sport floor line. I work in partnership with Sean. He is my outside guy, and he's definitely a huge help for me and keeps me on the straight and narrow.
You guys are a good team. And Sarah, can you tell us what your silver lining is, please?
Oh, my silver lining is probably because COVID, we know how that is. I'm working from home because of it. Is since the border's been closed and even the border between provinces up here in Canada have been closed, I've been actually able to explore and adventure in my province and enjoy the beautiful BC mountaineering.
That's wonderful.
So cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Without all the Americans up there.
Yeah. Well, I do think Sean has a special silver lining that happened during quarantine.
Oh, yes.
And what is that? I think we have a prop.
I'm trying to summon on.
We kind of went out of order with our technical difficulties.
No. So on April 4th, my wife Chris and I were happy to bring in Marielle to this crazy COVID world. She's been great.
Oh, I love Marielle. Your first starring role, Marielle. You can get credit on your SAG card now.
And you're lucky you get both parents at home all the time right now. That's her silver lining.
Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking being with, I didn't know if I was going to be allowed into the hospital and what have you, but
poop.
She actually doesn't usually, I don't know.
Hi, Marielle.
That was enough.
Stage fright. That's usually pretty good, thanks. So yeah, my wife and I didn't know, because we were here in New York. This is where kind of COVID came in to the U.S. other than in Washington there. And in Westchester County, it was about 15, 20 miles south of us where kind of the epicenter started. And they were saying that only women were allowed into the hospitals and such like. But luckily, I was allowed in. I wasn't allowed to leave. We weren't allowed to have guests, which I think was actually kind of nice. Not because my first kids, I don't really know, but everything worked out. She's healthy. She's happy. We're happy. So
fantastic. Well, I'll drink to that.
Thank you.
Cheers to have a healthy baby. Shannon, where's your wine? Okay, there you go.
So was that Westchester? Wait, was that?
Yeah, right here. This one.
Okay, I'm confused.
I'm so confused. I get Michigan and the Mitt. I get all of that. I just don't get the Westchester.
I don't know what that is either. I'm confused by that.
Michigan.
Okay. All right.
Geography. No, let's stick to rubber flooring.
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so most importantly, Sean, there is some new product that we want to talk about. Can you, in this time where a lot of people still need to renovate to update their facilities, but maybe their budget's a little bit tighter, can you talk about some of the new product that you have to offer?
Yeah, thanks, Sushi. So I don't want to say it's not a new product. It's really a new thickness. So in our virgin rubber products that we've been talking about here, we've always had 6, 8, and 10. 10's always been our standard for ice rinks. It's a thick material. We've come out with a 3.5 millimeter material, which is almost more on the commercial side if you're used to commercial flooring. However, where we tend to use it is in renovations of products. So instead of going in and demoing a facility, tearing out the rubber, getting the slab back to where it needs to be, that can be obviously very costly before you even buy the rubber to put it in. We can go in with our 3.5 millimeter material, custom colors, custom logos, whatever you may want, and roll it right over the existing material. And, you're at a fraction of the cost instead of going in and tearing that existing material out. So we've seen it work a lot, and especially in the world that we're in where everybody's trying to cut pennies here and there. No need to go in and tear out that existing material. We'll take our product, roll right over it, and then set to go.
That's fantastic. And that'll give you even more underfoot comfort, right?
Absolutely. I mean, people are doing 2 and 3 multiple layer systems, and this gives you that, and you already have it.
Right.
And you can still do all the capabilities of the logos, the water, the cutting that you do as well.
Absolutely, whatever you want. And a lot of times, with these large schools that we're doing, they have money to spend. They do or they don't. But a lot of times when a coach comes in, he gets whatever he wants. So we can go in and we'll take out the equipment. We'll roll our new product down. They can get whatever new kind of we need 10 benches and we need 15 squat racks, so we can go in and reconfigure that for them without tearing out the existing product.
That's fantastic.
So that really helps on the renovation cost, lowers the cost, the construction cost, and helps everybody save money. Yes.
All across the board. I mean, you're really just paying for a third of the material, and that's it, and the installation instead of the demo and everything else.
Yeah, and I'm going to comment, Juliana Young brings up a really good point that it can go right over existing flooring, which that helps them when they come to budgets for their client and really helps them set up renovation budgets. Fantastic. All right. So.
Well, now it's time for our next segment. So we're going to send you guys to the green room.
Are we?
See you guys.
Our friends.
Cheers. Thanks for having us.
Cheers, everyone. Join the cocktails in the green room, and we'll be right back with you. We're going to go to the next segment, which is today's takeout.
Yep, and we'll bring you back. All right. Some technical difficulty today.
It's okay. It's okay. I've got to change the banner. You've got technical difficulties in the truck.
Can I show you guys?
So much.
Can I show you guys the fishbowl that I'm in right now? This is really funny. So it's cute over here, but take a look at this.
Oh, how cute. I love it. It's like the Today Show where
Today Show.
Look
We
out.
are Kathy Lee and Hoda.
What city are you in right now, Sushi?
I'm in Basalt, Colorado.
Basalt, Colorado.
It is a suburb of Aspen. It's super cute. And they have a really cute co-working spot with really good internet. So here I am.
There you are. And what's the name of that co-working spot?
It is Regis. It's one of the Regis co-working spots. It's in the middle of Basalt. There's a bunch of cute restaurants around me, cute liquor store where I found my really special wine for today. So it's a great place. I know. We'll talk about that.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we've gone international because we brought in Shauna from Canada. So we're not just an American broadcast. We are international, everyone.
It's true. It's very true. Okay, so the next segment is, here we go. I'm not feeling very confident today.
That's okay. That's okay because today's takeout.
Today's takeout. Okay, so this is where we
Wait a minute. What is the segment all about?
So the segment is about really supporting those small businesses. In a time where not a lot of us or not all of us feel comfortable going in and dining, we can still support local businesses and small businesses all over the U.S. We've been supporting things in Houston, but today I have something a little special that we did last week. We did Island Creek oysters. So if you see, Island Creek Oysters is out of Massachusetts. They farm oysters from all over. And you can order them and they will ship them to you on ice. And you can put them in the fridge on ice with a wet towel on top, and they'll actually keep for a week. So to the left, the bottom left is my stepdad, who I love. He is holding the box of 100 oysters that we ordered, and there were 100 oysters from Prince Edward Island, I think, for $140. And to the right, you'll see my husband and my stepdad shucking them. So this is a production. So you need to get like shucking gloves so you don't pierce your hand. You need to get the little shucking knife. And I think at that point you can call yourself a mother shucker. But anyway.
Oh! Well, with the view in the back, I thought these might be mountain oysters.
Well, these come in shells, not in sacks. But yeah, so Island Creek oysters, y'all, we are shucking oysters in the middle of Colorado. It took a day to get them. They have even like Oysters of the Month Club. They have caviar. I think we've got California sturgeon caviar. They have some salmon roe. They're just amazing. And they can also sell you the gloves and the shucking knife. But Island Creek oysters, give them a call. Give them a try.
Did you have the gloves and shucking knife, or did that come with it?
No, we ordered them from Amazon.
I love Amazon. I've got an Amazon box to my left and an Amazon box to my right.
So I told my parents about a boozy, and then they were like, well, we need to get oysters. So we ended up ordering oysters from these guys. So,
the boozy was one of our featured guests on today's Takeout a couple weeks ago, and we really enjoyed them coming to our office to celebrate Sushi's birthday. Fantastic. But we do want to feature local restaurants, local, takeout during our quarantine time. And what's next, Sushi?
What's next is what you got today. I'm so excited to tell everybody about it. Here we go. Ready? Boom.
So everyone that's watching, this is my all-time favorite restaurant. It's located in the museum district near the medical center. I call it my neighborhood, even though it's quite a ways away, but I love this restaurant. Been going since day one, stumbled onto it on their grand opening, and it's Lucille's. And as we know, a lot of restaurants and bars, excuse me, were affected during quarantine, and Lucille's kind of flipped the switch on everybody, right? Lucille's did an outstanding job with their takeout menu. Tab and I would ride over on our bikes and order takeout food. And one of our comments were the cheddar biscuits, which I'm going to jump right to it. I happen to have Lucille's cheddar biscuits. Oh, yum, right?
Yum. What kind of food are they, Kip?
I'm sorry, what?
What kind of cuisine?
Oh, Southern meets international meets yumminess. Actually, in the photo, there's shrimp and grits. It is fantastic with a full bar, great wine selection, and they've done just an excellent job of serving our community during the quarantine. But if we'll switch over, one of the things that I love about them, they have the 1913 pop-up program, and I'll bring up the t-shirt in a second, but during quarantine, a lot of the bars were also closed and weren't able to serve their clientele. So they've partnered with a lot of the bars to bring folks over to Lucille's to set up the bar and serve and be employed during quarantine. They were each $1 from every drink sold goes to the 1913 charity, and we'll be talking about that in just a second. But it is able to allow those bars and their employees to have some employment and make money during the quarantine. This is a side note that I love about Lucille's. They were able to keep all of their employees, over 40 employees, as well as add to their employee list of over 13, 14 employees. So they took a bad situation and upped it some. So what they've done with the 1913, that $1 for every drink goes to, if we'll switch to the next slide, a meal service for our frontline workers and those that can't afford a healthy dinner. And they created this 1913. I got a t-shirt today, y'all. I love it. It's so cute. Let me get it straight there. The 1913 program is a program where they're able to serve over 45,000 meals since quarantine. I want to say thank you and cheers to Lucille's. So, if for no reason other than supporting them for the 1913 program, that is the one thing to do. Every Thursday night, they do have an outside music and bars where you can social distance, get some fresh air. And I went last Thursday and it was comfortable, nice. After KipCo TV, and I might be going again today. So you can see us there at Lucille's in the museum district. So.
And I think Thursdays is when they do their pop-up. And if you check their website or give them a call, you'll see what bar that they are helping to support for the Thursday pop-up. And that left bottom picture is from the staff at LBJ Labor and Delivery. How awesome is that? I mean, going back to Sean, you know, crazy times to have a baby. These guys, these nurses and doctors are just there doing their best for everyone. And Lucille's is offering them.
Yeah. So Chef Chris, who's in the top left, his great grandmother, Lucille, namesake for the restaurant, actually started a catering business in 1913. And she created her catering business, which served biscuits to American Airlines first class passengers. She created a biscuit mix that was sold in restaurants. And if you drop by their restaurant when you can, they have all of her original recipes collaged, decoupaged, I guess, onto the wall in the main dining room. And it's such a visit in the past. And I just have a special place in my heart for Chris and all the workers at Lucille's.
How fun is that? Okay, so I think our next slide talks about exactly who they've fed and how many people they've fed. So let's talk about that.
Let's do that. Let's do that. So I've got their website. I'm going to pop up onto the screen here, so check it out. Here's some of the slides from some of the different hospitals they've helped and serve food at Texas Children's, Memorial Hermann, and as you mentioned, Ben Taub and LBJ. Fantastic. You can see their production of the food and getting them out to everyone. Lots of great effort by Lucille's staff and the 1913 program.
And it looks like they've also been providing seniors with meals 5 days a week all over Houston, which is fantastic. Pilgrim 1, 2, 3, and 4, New Hope Housing in Harrisburg, W. Leo Daniels Towers, and Anna Dupree and Wallop Senior Residences. I mean, that's talk about giving back. That's bravo, Lucille's. That's
bravo. Well, and bravo and
cheers.
Cheers. I love it. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for supporting me, and I look forward to all my friends supporting you. Check them out for brunch as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think the next part is our favorite part, right?
Yeah, well, isn't this like every day?
It's kind of every day. Is it special? It's always special. It's our wind down segment, which is our favorite. Okay, so let's bring everyone back. Kip, can you do that?
I'll bring everyone back. Let's add Sean and Shauna back to the screen.
Hi.
Yes.
Back to the wind down segment. Okay, so for this segment, we're going to talk about what we're drinking. And I'm going to start first, only because this is very interesting. We were talking to them this morning for a rehearsal, and I thought, is there wine from British Columbia since Northwest Rubber is there? And she was like, oh, absolutely. Shanna told me about all these wineries that she loved. And I thought, do you think a little place in Basalt, Colorado might have wine from BC? So with my fingers on, all muddled and screaming so that they can hear me, I said, I know this is a strange request, but do you have wine from British Columbia? And she said, we do. We have a Gewürztraminer. I'm like, I'm sorry, what did you say? So I'm going to pull it up right now just so you understand what I'm saying. So you also know how to spell it. Gewürztraminer.
Yes.
It is pretty fruity. I enjoy it. This is Quail's Gate. I found it.
Low production, high performance.
So Quail's Gate, really yummy from British Columbia. But that's something you didn't know before. Buy some British Columbian wine, Gewürztraminer, and give it a try. All right.
We are Canada's Napa Valley.
You
There
are?
you go.
I had no idea.
I love that. I love that. So I want to feature my wine. Wine from Canada. I drew a maple leaf on my wine called Cloudy Bay. It's a great Sauvignon Blanc, and enjoying it here for KipCo TV Wine Down.
Awesome.
I'm going to pour some.
What are y'all drinking?
I am drinking a BC wine as well. This one's from Wild Goose, and it's a Pinot Gris. So it's very fruity as well, but not as sweet as the Gewürztraminer.
Okay, so this one is from Okanagan Valley. How close is that to you, Shanna?
That's about a 3-hour drive for me. Does it say which town it's in? I think that one's in Kelowna, if I'm correct.
West Kelowna.
Yes. So this one's from OK Falls, which is about an hour away from that one.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, okay, so
I think we need a trip to British Columbia.
I agree. Factory trip.
Yes. Yes. Wine tour.
Wine tour.
I'm not kidding. I have 7 wineries surrounding my house.
I'm noticing Shanna. It's on KipCo.
Yeah. She has a credit card, so watch out. She may show up.
1-year anniversary trip. I'm just saying.
Come.
All right, Sean, what wine are you drinking today?
I'm not fancy. This is a Cab Sav, Josh. It's not bad. I like Cab Sav's really the only wine I like. I like my pasta. I'm Italian. They live here in New York. But I'm going to drink wine. I drink Cab Sav. Even if it's the middle of freaking summer. It's only 65 degrees, but it could be 90, and I'll drink the Cab Sav.
Well, we have a case of Josh in the other room, so.
I'm not fancy. I'm a PA boy, New York by marriage, so I'm not fancy.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Great. I'm so excited everybody was here. Sushi, you have any other comments?
I don't think so. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This chair is a bit bouncy, so I apologize. And today was quite interesting as far as technicality was concerned. But anyway, shall we do our toast?
We should do our toast. And Sushi and I started a tradition on week 1, and we do want to join in. Shauna and Sean, you may not know our toast, but we're going to toast everybody. You ready, Sushi?
Yep, ready. Okay. Share the love.
Share the love. Share the laugh.
And share the drinks. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
So Shanna, one last closing thing. Nobody actually guessed, but how many drinks did we take this show?
Does anyone want to get some guesses in before I announce?
I'm going to guess 22.
Are we doing everyone combined?
Everyone combined.
Okay.
I'm going to say 32.
Okay. Anybody else want to guess?
Sean, you got a guess?
Juliana said
27.
976.
Sean, what was your guess?
27.
Okay.
Okay, because I have the tally. I'm not going to guess, but it was 43.
Oh!
Wow.
So Juliana was actually closer. I love it. I love it, everyone. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us on KipCo TV, episode 4. Sean and Shauna, thank you for joining us from Canada and New York.
Westchester.
All right.
Wherever you'll be known as Westchester. And please like us on our YouTube channel, the KipCo TV, Facebook, Twitter. We're broadcasting on Periscope on Twitter. And let us know. Give us your feedback for ideas that you'd like to see in future episodes. And stay tuned. Sushi will be broadcasting this. And if you want to rewatch this, you can check it out. KipCo TV.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.